Of what we did yesterday. So today is 8:27. So yesterday we were given, if we had a point and a slope, then we would use point slope form to write the equation of the line. What is point slope form? Y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, you absolutely need to have this memorized. Today, we are using the exact same formula as we had yesterday, but today we're given 2 points, which means we have a point, but we're missing the slope. So today, the first thing we need to do is find the slope between the 2 points. And nicely enough, we have a formula for that. We found the slope before. How do you calculate slope? Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So today, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to calculate our slope. And then we're going to pick one of our points and plug in just like we did yesterday. So today is really just one extra step. Find the slope first. Okay? So these are the 2 formulas we're going to use today to write our equation. And you have a super nice worksheet in that, you find the answer. And so you know that if your answer's not there, you made a mistake. So I really love today because you get to work just a little bit with fractions, but they're excellent fractions. Like, it's just a little bit of fraction work, but overall you'll get to fix some things. So here we go. Example 1. Write the equation of the line given the following. Example 1. Write the equation of the line. Write the equation of the line given the following. All right, we have order pairs 1, 5, and the other order pair 4, 2. So a line passes through these 2 points. The first thing we're going to do is find the slope. The first thing we're going to do is find the slope. How am I going to figure out the slope? Y2 minus y1. Y2 minus y1, that's going to be 2 minus 5 over, x2 minus x1, which would be 4 minus 1. All right. What is 2 minus 5? Negative 3. And 4 minus 1? 3. And negative 3 over 3? Negative 1. Okay. So now we have a slope of negative 1. And I'm going to pick a point. Does it matter which point I use? No, it's not going to matter. You can pick either point. I think I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to choose the point 1, 5 because it's got a 1 in it. 1s are typically pretty easy, all right? All right, 1s and 0s are always the easiest things to plug in. So that's what I'm going to use. And then the second step is to plug in to our point slope formula. What is our point slope formula? Y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. So this is our formula. And now we're going to plug in what we see here. So here is we're going to plug in for the x1 and the y1 and the slope. So I'm going to write y minus what? y minus 5, that's my y1 value, equals, what should I put in place of m? Negative 1, we found that, so that's a negative 1, times the quantity x minus, what should I put in place of x1? 1. That's our x1 was. So plugging those things in, and then it's a two-step process, distribute, and then isolate the y. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute the negative 1. So I have y minus 5 equals, what's negative 1 times x? Negative 1x. Negative 1 times negative 1. Positive 1. And then we need to do what? Add the 5. Add the 5. So you get y by itself. And I am going to be the work police today. Some of you yesterday did not show the distribute and combine like terms step. You need to do the work, ladies and gentlemen. If you half-ass your classwork, you're going to get a half-ass grade in this class. Bottom line. Okay? Some of you did excellent work, and some of you tried to fool me. Good luck with that. All right? This is the answer that you would find on the worksheet today to help you decode the puzzle. So we're going to try one more. What do we need to do first? Find the slope. Find the slope. So what should I subtract? 1 minus 0. 1 minus 0 over what?
Negative 3.
Good. Negative 3 minus 3. Negative 3 minus 3. And I can simplify that. 1 minus 0 is 1. And negative 3 minus 3? Negative 6. So that's the fraction negative 1/6. And so I have my slope of, negative 1/6. And I have a point. Which point do you want to use? Which point looks easy? The one with a 0, right? That's always going to be the easy one. So I'm going to use the 0.30. Does it matter which point you choose? It's not going to matter. So just pick the point that's going to make life easier. That's what I say. All right, so I'm going to plug into point slope form because I have a point and a slope. So I'm going to have y minus what? 0, yeah. Equals m. What should I plug in for the m? Negative 1/6 times the quantity x minus what? 3. Yeah. Plugging in for the x1 and y1 in slope. What is y minus 0? What is y minus 0? Just y. All right, and now we can distribute. Negative 1/6 times x is? Negative 1/6x. What is negative 1/6 times negative 3? Let's see. That's a fraction. I can write it to the side here. Negative 1/6 times negative 3. What should I do with the 3? Put it over 1. How do you multiply fractions? Straight across? What's that going to give me? Positive. Negative times negative is positive. 1 times 3 is 3. 6 times 1 is 6. What happens with the 3 over 6? It reduces to 1/2. Yeah, we can divide top and bottom by 3 and get 1/2. So negative 1/6 times negative 3 turns into positive 1/2. Ladies and gentlemen, you have calculators. If fractions are scary, use your calculator. Okay? Hopefully, you'll get good at this and can do this kind of thing in your head. Okay? So work it out, ladies and gentlemen. I can't move the 0. There's no point in that. So there, you're done. Do you have any questions for me? So today, the only difference is first, you got to find the slope. So calculate the slope and then plug it into point slope form.